Hey everyone, this is Peggy with Sweet Tea Makery. Just a minute or two late. Had to get the door shut because my hubby had to take a phone call. So I'm gonna go and connect up to my page so we can hopefully see some comments. I hope y'all are doing really fine on a Saturday morning. It's hot even though it's 11 o'clock. I'm here in South Carolina and our temperatures are rising quickly. Doesn't take much. Let me just go right back out of there, and it'll only take me a second. Just make sure that I'm coming up. Yep, there we are. Hey, if you're joining me, let me know that you can hear me and see me okay. So we'll see if we can't get those comments coming up. So today's live, we're going to make a cute little Scarecrow jean and hat. And you can use these to, hey, thanks for joining. You can use these to, for a wreath attachment. You know, if you want to put them on your wreath, or if you're going to use them in some other type of fall decor. I do several different things. I have a really cute ladder where I attach it to a ladder. So it's that's kind of a cute idea too. So let's talk about the jeans, okay? Hey, hello Rhea, thank you for joining me. So you can go shopping, you know, of course at Goodwill, and usually find them for about $1. I didn't do that this time because I was in Walmart and I thought, you know, I'm just go out and check out the little infant clothes. So y'all, I found these adorable little, I think these are 12 month, so they're the perfect size. And I actually went up a size on this one to an 18, and I like this one because it had that kind of a wearing look to it. But I purchased both just to bring home, and I got these on clearance for like $3 at Walmart. And I want to talk to you a little more detail. Let's just use this pair. A little more detail about these jeans, okay? So the reason why I picked them was that they had, you know, they're just like adult jeans. They have the little loops here and in the back. And so I thought, well, this is the perfect way to actually attach it to your wreath. So that was my number one thought. So once you're done, you can use the loops to wire it up into your wreath. And the other really awesome feature was this. I'll give you a close-up. So what this is it's a button, and it has some elastic, you know, in here. Okay, you see on both sides, and that's only on the front, okay? And so I didn't think of this at the time when I was at Walmart, but when I got home, of course you can make these, you know, and let them hang straight. But as I was making it, I thought, well, you know, it'd be really nice if you could make the legs bendable. So as I usually do, you have an epiphany, bing bang, and I thought, well, okay, I can do this. I can make them bendable. So I'm going to tilt you down so you can see, and we'll talk a little bit more about the supplies so you can see how we make them. Okay, just make sure. I just want to make sure you guys can see me. All right, let's get it adjusted. Sorry, making y'all dizzy. Hey Peggy, hey Tracy, I'm reading my comments. So I hope that's a good view. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully this project won't take too long. Because I'm going to do a very simple version of this, but you can embellish it. You know, I'm going to give you some ideas on how to really embellish this and make it look super, super cute. So this pair was actually the Gar Animals. It was just a skinny fit, and this was actually oh, it's a 2T. I thought it was 18 month, but they have all different variety and sizes at Walmart. And if you're just joining me, I'll tell you quickly that these jeans here, I'll show you, they have loops in the front and the back, and then they have these little buttons. So one of the things that you can do, and I see if my glue gun is, you don't have to do it before or after. You can do it before or after. So just pick some ribbons that you want to do some embellishments. I've got a variety of ones that we'll use. Just some rubber bands, and I picked these up at Dollar Tree. And let's see if we can get those. Any comments? There we go. Hey. So anyway, you know, it doesn't have to be colored. You know, it's just that's just happened to be the pack that I had. You do kind of want a little bit of a thicker one because the thin ones will pop on you. Believe me, I've had that happen. So we want some rubber bands, and now what you can do is you can actually use raffia if you have that on hand. But they're closing out, and this is when you kind of need to head over to your Dollar Tree, because they have these Hula Skirts, and they have a child size, and then it comes in an adult size, which is a little bit longer, and I think it makes the perfect little raffia, or perfect little look to that. So I've already done one side, so hopefully it won't take as long. So what I want to do now is show you how I'm going to make this bendable. Now I made this one already, and you see it's bendable. And you can bend it whatever way you want. You can bend it back. So at Walmart, I'm pretty sure I got this at Walmart. I may have gotten this at Michael's, but I think Walmart has this. They have this cloth wired. To show you kind of a close-up, comes in a pack of 18 gauge wire, and you need this heavier gauge to actually, it just works better. So the first thing I'm going to do, hey everyone, is we're going to insert the wire. And so let me get this down here. So I'm just going to take it, doesn't have anything special. I'm just going to take it and run it down the leg of this jeans. Okay, and this is why I was so excited. Whoops. And I may have to get my little pliers, we'll see. Now it's a harder gauge to work with, but it's not too bad. So this is where that button is totally awesome, okay, in these jeans. And so I'm just going to wrap this 18 gauge wire, and you can do it by hand, and they're already sewn in for you. Now, if you went to Goodwill and you couldn't find the jeans that have this button, you can certainly go ahead and get them, and let's just take this, sew a button, you know, into the front of the jean. Let's see if we can get this bent back a little bit more around this button. I just kind of want a good little, there we go. And you can see it's heavy gauge, so, okay. So we've got part one here. So here comes the idea that I just wanted to show you real quick, because really if you're going to do this, I'm not going to do it here. I may go back and do it, but this is where you can really get creative with your supplies and your materials. Hello! Thanks for joining me. So I love this rip wrap. I got it on sale for 50% off and free shipping. They sometimes carry it in Hobby Lobby. This is a 1-inch rip wrap, and it comes in several colors, black, and several different sizes. You can actually get it in a smaller version of that. But this is where you can get creative. So here I've done where it's just plain, okay? And then here you can actually hot glue, if you really want to kind of dress it up, you can just hot glue some of this riprap here on the edge of the jean, okay? And that kind of adds a little something to it. And I may, when I actually totally finish it, I might go back and do that. But just to kind of show you how it would look. So here you go. It just gives it a little something, you know, a little decorative. But we're not going to do that here today. So I've got my wire placed into the blue jean. And what I did was I took out, this is how the hula skirt comes, okay? So I took it out and basically I just divided it in half. And I already cut half of it, so let's just grab this part. Okay? And you can use as much as you want or as little as you want. Actually, let's just kind of go, how much did I use? And here we go. So here's a hula skirt. I'm leaving the top connected because I don't really need that much. And I'm going to take a rubber band, and this is kind of like doing a ponytail, okay? So I measured about how much I want it to come up. So you want it to, let's just measure this, you know, where you can see it real well, but you want to be able to come up, see how this is, up into there, so that you can grab a hold of it with the jean when you tie the jean leg. So there's no right or wrong. And so this is kind of like making a ponytail, you know, for a child. You know, when you make your ponytails. So this is the easier way to do it. And I'm just going to tie it off. And you can actually come back. I'm just using rubber bands. But you can come back and tie it with string if you really, you know, if you're afraid of that rubber band, you know, popping. But honestly, when you go back and tie it here, that'll help secure it as well. And so we're just going to pull that through. Again, I have trouble when I'm talking to people and trying to do this. All right. Let me just get a hold of it. And need to just pull it through. Sorry, guys. There we go. And if you don't have it all, you know, that's fine. You can just pull it through a little bit more. Okay. So now we have kind of like our leg in there. And if it's longer than the other, you can trim it off. So then I'm just going to trim it here. Okay, and we can use this for some other projects. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, and the wire, I'm not worried about that wire. I'm just going to see that wire's down in there. I'm not worried about that right now. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to kind of grab it where I'm kind of holding that wire because I want that wire to be at the front. And I'm just going to insert my little leggy there. Just kind of see if it's even. And I'm going to take my second rubber band. And I'm just going to kind of feel. I feel that wire, and I feel the where the other rubber band is. And again, we're going to do this just like, I've got to turn it, you guys. If you're just joining me, say hey and tell me where you're viewing from. Hey. Hey, Robin, how are you? Thank you for joining me. So, sorry. So we're going to do this just like when you do a ponytail for a child, and you can adjust this little rubber band as you go. Here we go. Y'all, I'm ambidextrous, so sometimes I get my righty and my lefty all mixed up. But again, so now, and you can adjust it. I hope you can see. If you can't see, let me know. So right now, here's another, you know, designer's choice. So you can take your jute here. I've already got some cut off, but and tie it off just like this, and you're, you know, good to go. Just depends on how much you want to tie it around. And after you do this, you can trim off that rubber band. Once you get it tied, that's just kind of just to hold it securely. And y'all, I got to turn this because I tie my bows left-handed. I'm actually a predominantly right-handed person, but for some reason my bows come out prettier when I do them left-handed. Weird. So you can leave it there and trim it off, or, you know, we're all creatives here, so you can do any number of things. If you really want to, you can take your ribbon. This is not wired ribbon, but you can take wired ribbon, and you can, you know, again, these are just some choices as we go, and then you can just make your, let's just do it this way. You can do it all kind of ways, where you can tie, you know, tie a bow with, I didn't do the best job of that, but I can give it a little bit more. So you can just, you know, tie, you know, whatever you desire. Here we go. Of course, wired ribbon works best, but you don't have to use wired ribbon. I do have some, actually. So here you can kind of see. I'm going to take this off. So you can tie it off like that. I have some that is actually wired, a little wider and a little thinner. Okay, but we're just going to do the basic, and then I'll pretty it up after the live. Oops, sorry guys. My comments disappeared, so if you disappear on me, I'll come back and check on you. So the next thing that you can do is you can actually take an old pillow and use the stuffing from that, or pick one up. They sell them $2, you know, at Walmart, and you can stuff your legs with that. The problem is that if it ever gets rained on, to me, that stuffing, especially if you're using a batting stuffing, and you sewers know what I'm talking about, it's gonna get all soggy and a mess. So we all have a gazillion grocery bags, right? So, and I used to make these and do these decorations in my yard. So just take your it doesn't matter what their shape they're in, and let's see if I need any more in there. I don't right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you just ball them up, and you just oops, I'll tell you. So you just, and see that wire, and that button's gonna keep that wire at the top. You kind of want it at the front, and then we're just gonna stuff. And I like it because basically it's water resistant, and it's cheap because it's free when you buy your groceries, right? And you know, I always have more than I need at the end of the day, and it doesn't take that many, but. And you just keep kind of, you know, feeling around how you get the look that you want. And again, I kind of, when they're already balled up like that, I kind of just reopen them and restuff them. Okay. So we're getting where we're going to get to this part here. And, so, and these even have little pockets, y'all. So this is adorable. So you could take any type of little things like this one. You know, you could take, what did I have here? Oh. So if you thought that this part was going to be exposed, You could take and stuff some little leaves in the pocket. That would be a cute idea. If you're using the front, if you're using the back, you could take some of these little corn cobs, and these are actually real pockets. You can, embellish it. Put a little, something like that in there. They're just, just be creative. I usually get to that part in the end once I'm done. So we're going to stuff the fat part of the body, the butt. And again, we're just going to use as many as you feel like you need. And be careful, because this wire will get you. I just scratched myself right now, so maybe bend it in so that it's not, when you're working with it, that it's not going to scratch you. Got too many bags, actually. Okay? And you start kind of looking and seeing, bending it, and seeing how full it is to you. Look at the back. That's full. You can make it fuller. And y'all will have to brush that off. Okay? So you see, it's kind of stiff. And I might just do one more for good measure. Okay? So then here, what we're going to do here. Hey y'all, thanks for joining me. I'm trying to get my comments to come up. Hey Deborah, you're from Connecticut? Oh my gosh, in New Hampshire. My sister lived in New Hampshire and Connecticut for a couple of years. Her husband's actually from New Jersey, but we're all from the South, and she had a beautiful home in New Hampshire. And I'm trying to remember the place where she lived. She lived in Delaware too. Okay, so now we want to close this up. So you have two options to close up your jeans. One is more permanent, and the other one would be, just a simple way of doing it. Let's get some more of this. So the more permanent way, let me grab these. I'm not going to do the permanent. I'm going to just do the quick and easy way. Is to actually take your glue gun and run a good bit of glue through here. And earlier, if you didn't see about these blue jeans where we made them, go back and review it, okay? So you can see how I talked about these jeans, and they actually came with the buttons, and how we're making it bendable. But you would take your glue gun and run a good amount there, and what I recommend is when you're doing that is to take your clips, usually once you get that hot glue in there, and just clip it like that, and however many you need, okay, and let it give it, you're gonna have to let it dry, and then just double check and make sure that the glue has adhered, and if not, add more, and then reclip it and let it dry. So the other way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to actually take some jute, and you don't have to use jute. You can use ribbon, okay, or whatever you want to use. But I'm going to use jute, and I'm just going to run it up through that loop, okay, and back through this loop. And this is how I'm just going to use it to actually close it up. I need to give it a little bit more. And this is, again, a non-permanent solution. You can definitely glue it, and then you can tie it in a knot or tie it in a bow, whatever. This is really not going to show. So you see, and it, if it does show, it has a cute little jute bow. Okay, and again, we're going to run this back through this other. This is what I love about these little loops. And you have 3 loops on the back. They're just like big people jeans. And again, if this was going to be, if your bottom was going to be exposed, if you're using, like again, I'm saying I have a cute little old ladder, and what I do with mine, you know, I use it for a wreath as well, but I have this ladder, and what I do is, I didn't give myself enough again, I take and attach the legs to the ladder, and I put a little hat and put a little flower pot on the ladder, you know, steps of the ladder, so you can use it in any, you know, any type of setting or any type of project. But anyway, but when that's the case, it would be more exposed, and that's where I'm telling you, you can actually really do some cute things, and you can add the, you know, the leaves in the pockets or whatever. So anyway, so this is just a less, you know, and if you're really worried about that center one, you have a loop back here in the back, see, and then you can just go around your actual button, because this little button here is a snap button, but you can still, you know, work around it. So this is just my temporary solution. Again, you can use ribbon. Okay. So we're almost done with that, so we'll see. Okay, hey, hey everyone. See if hey Vicky, oh, from Texas, wow. How are y'all doing? See if I can go back, hey. So here we have, you know, the basic Scarecrow leg. And again, we put that wire, and it'll move around a little bit, but you can adjust it. See, I can get it moved, you know, it moved over here, and then I'll just find this one. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. You can reach it. This is why I didn't do it permanently, because this one got slid over a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'm just moving that wire that I put in there. Now, if you are going to use it just on the back only, I would, you know, kind of like push the wire to the back. But since I'm going to be doing it forward, but again, I just kind of want to show you that wire, what that wire does. You see, it gives you the ability to, and it's a heavier gauge wire, it gives you the ability to bend the legs. It's not, you know, as super strong, but it's pretty strong. And you can just bend it all the way back like that. And so if you wanted to do a project where the legs were, it gives you a little bit of extra, and again, we're pushing that down. So here's where you can decorate it to your, you know, desire. And what you can do, I like to use pink and shears. To me, this is just wired ribbon, and I cut it here. You can cut it on the edges, or you can actually cut it all the way up. And I like that little pink and shear look, and if it starts to fray, that's okay. It gives it that kind of more, whatever you want to call it, look. Rustic look. You can cut the wired edge off. Make sure we got it in there. Don't cut my finger. Okay. Or you can just remove the wire or leave it in. You know, I don't really think it makes that much difference. And then what I do is we'll take a coordinating color. Like we can take yellow, and you can overlap it. See if we come down just a little bit. And we'll leave this one like that. So what I would do, hopefully my glue gun is working good. And yeah, I just run a little bead of glue. And y'all, this is hot glue, so be careful if you don't have the rubber tips. Be careful. I got a little bit of fuzz on it, but that's okay. We can brush that off. And then you can just, you know, lay it down however you desire. And it can be further up the jean or whatever. And if you have some smaller sunflowers, you can actually glue silk sunflowers, you know, to the jean itself as well. Then let me quickly just glue this one on. And I don't go all the way around the edge. I'm not worried about it. I just kind of go, you can, whatever you want to do. Y'all, I also have a YouTube channel where I'm going to be uploading some projects that I do. Oops. To let that dry. Oops. And this glue. And projects that I do there, strictly there, that I don't do here. So if you want to join me over in YouTube, we can clean that up. Okay. And hey, if you do that, something like that, and you don't like the way it looks, get a button or some little embellishment, and or a flower, and put a little flower there. Okay, so again, just quickly, if you wanted to decorate it and use this is what I love, and I'll go back and finish it. You can use that rip-wrap around the leg, and that just kind of adds something super cute to it. So this is the basics of the blue jean leg. So I'm going to set that aside. Oh, I should tell you, I should show you this. Okay, so depending on whether you want the butt to show, this is so funny saying that, y'all, whether you want the butt to show or you want the front to show, how you would attach it to your wreath is that you would take your wire, okay, and you go through these loops because they're already there for you, and you can, you know, go through just to show you and twist it, and then there's your loops, and you have them in the front. So if you wanted to do it a front facing piece, it's the same thing, and you already have your loops. I'm not going to do that right now, but you get the idea. And we're going to work on a hat now. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. If I can, let's see, I'm going to try to put that in there if I can. Okay, so I'm pasting in the comments my YouTube channel, and if you want to go there, because I'm going to be working on some really cute projects over on my YouTube, Sweet Tea Makery. And y'all, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers there, because when I do, I can go live instead of just uploading videos. So if y'all can help me out and bless my page and share all that, that would be totally awesome, and I'd really appreciate it. So here we've got our hat. Now I have two different sizes. Thank you, Angie. So I have two different sizes, and it depends on, you know, the use and the wreath that you have. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby, and of course I use my 40% off, but if you go to Goodwill and you find another hat, it doesn't have to be this specific hat. It could be, you know, anyone. So here's a little smaller version, and here's a larger version. So today I think I'm gonna go, got a couple of these little hats, and you can order them online too. I think I'm gonna go with this larger version. And again, this is like decorating, you know, when you're decorating your other hats, or when you just use hats for door decor. I've done that, the big, large straw hats. So again, this is going to be designer's choice. I like the rip wrap. Again, this is 1-inch rip wrap. I hadn't decided quite if I wanted to. Sorry, y'all. This is a really strong metal. This is just to show you. I keep my push pins and other pins. This is actually a automotive magnetic bowl, and it keeps your see. Oop, well, that one was a little loose, but it keeps your pins. And I just keep that aside. Just don't put it by your computer or your phone, because it has a magnet in it. But anyway, it works great. So And my glue gun is ready. So here's where you just have to kind of figure out where, you know, how you want to embellish your hat. So you can use, you know, ribbon. You can use any colors of ribbon and go around the hat itself, you know, whichever color. You can go around and glue that down, whatever, you know, if you're coordinating your ribbons, you can do that. I like the Rick Rack. You know, I have all different varieties. So, and here's also some burlap that you can do the same thing and make your patches with it. So, I like the look of the Rick Rack around, going around. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to use black Rick Rack or the white, because I do have, I mean the yellow, I mean the orange. I do have some buffalo check, and I'll probably add a little more here, in the little patch. So I'm still trying to decide. What do y'all think? I don't want to use them both together because then that looks more Halloweenish. So, if I do that and this, and again, you can just go around with it just by itself. I was going to show you this. So you can go around like that, and it doesn't matter if that doesn't look so pretty, because what you're going to do is take your sunflower and glue it. Here you go. And glue it. I have a, you know, a little leaf that you can put on it as well, and glue it. So you can just kind of do it basic like that, or if you don't even want, you know, you can do, you know, a number variety of things. I'm trying to decide. So if I use that, or if I go with all black, and then we have the yellow. Decisions. I love the orange, because then if I did the legs with the orange, it would be matching it. This is where, this is designing on the fly. I kind of like the black in a way, because the black really stands out, and I think from the street, it would really help it. But I don't want to. And then if you've got the yellow, this is where I kind of start, you know, I didn't think this part all the way out, so this is where you can, let's do some tails. This is some wired ribbon. It's got that cute little edge to it. Let's just look at this, and we may even do some yellow in there. If we did that, yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Y'all still with me? My little swiper does not like to swipe, y'all. Hey, thank you so much. So, yeah, let's see. May do a little bit of yellow in there too. Kind of like, well, I'll tell you what, let's get one part done and then we'll come back and make, I'm going to make a bow, okay? And I love yellow and black together, y'all. So let's just get this part done first. And I'm just going to glue it around. Put a little bit of dotted glue. And again, I know I got my tip in there somewhere. Yep, you don't want to burn yourself. Let me find my tip. I usually keep it in my little roly, but probably not today. Not today, y'all. So we're gonna have to risk it and burn my finger. I didn't burn it, but okay. So we're just going to go, I'm gonna try to turn a little bit. And we're gonna go along and glue this. Hubby is mowing the grass, y'all, so if y'all hear something, hear the lawnmower, I apologize. Okay, so we'll just stretch it around there and press it in. It's pretty thick rickrack, so so when you press it down, it's not too bad. I hope y'all are all doing well. Ooh. And if it comes out on the edge a little bit, that's okay. It's clear. Nobody's really going to see it. Oh, I have some more right there. And it's really fun because you can just decorate these little hats up and they look so cute, y'all. You can decorate them any way you want, with flowers or, there we go, and bows or leaves or however you choose to decorate them. This is how I'm doing mine. Kind of like that little riprap. That one's getting close. And you could use orange, and you know, this riprap comes in orange and yellow. Yellow would have been pretty. I didn't get my yellow one out, y'all. Yellow would have been pretty too. Or you could double layer it. You could actually, let's just go to here and press it down. You can actually, make sure I'm getting level. You could double layer it. Say if you wanted to go with yellow ribbon, and then you could overlay, see how this, you can overlay your riprap on top, or if you actually have the riprap ribbon that already has, you know, it's already made that way, which I do. I just didn't pull it out today. You could use that. All right, let's just snip this off just a tad so we can finish it off. I'm going to overlap it just a little so we can finish it off. Y'all, we are overrun with tomatoes. My husband loves to garden. He planted a nice garden this year, and my whole calendar is filled with tomatoes, and I've already given them to neighbors and family. So, and he's taking them to work. We just have too many tomatoes. We love to make tomato pie. So I think we're gonna have to, didn't really want to can this year, but I think I'm gonna have to can because there's so many tomatoes. Okay, so let's just take a look at what this looks like now. And again, you know, it's not the prettiest part, so that's the part that I would make where we can add, you know, the leaves. And again, I'll cut these and put them on there. So I'm just going to trim the leaves off. And again, that's our not so pretty side. So I'm going to glue it. And actually, you know, before I do that, let me see what I want to do. We're going to go back, and you don't have to glue, I mean, you don't have to do a bow, but you can. You can actually finish it. Let me just show you. You can actually just finish it just like that. And of course, I'd add the other leaf on the side, and boom, you're done. Okay? You don't have to do any more than that. But if you want to make it extra, we can make a bow. And again, you don't even have to do, you know, another color. You can just do whatever, but we'll do yellow. Or you can match your ribbon. You can use the brought it with me. I think I got it. You could use some sunflower ribbon if you wanted to, like go from here and use sunflowers. Or you can go back and use this ribbon here. This is kind of wider, so I think, I mean, it would look pretty, but the 2.5 inch is kind of wide, so if you have this in the 1.5 inch, that would be, I think, a little bit better for this hat. I think the scale would work. For instance, if you wanted to do leaves, this 1.5 inch, I think the scale just works better. And you know, this has, if I would have used that in my patch, I probably would have went with this. So, I think what we're going to do, let me grab a pipe cleaner, y'all. Black one over there. So I'm going to check and see how wide I think I need. Yeah, I think I'm going to need it at least that wide. Alright, let's get some tails. I'm just checking the width I think I need for my bow. Okay, I'm just gonna twist it and I'm gonna slide that in, and I think I'm gonna do kind of like the yellow. Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna do sort of a mini combo here. Make sure my loops match and my tails match. Might go a little longer with the yellow. And I like that if you use these bright colors, they really, let's go there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking, y'all, to see how I like that. Yeah, I kind of like that combination. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with this. And again, this is wired. It's a thin wire, but it's good enough for this project. Make sure my loops match. Okay. I'm just going to trim it off. Probably right about here. And y'all, I'm just going to quickly just tie this off for a second while I do the other one. You can do it all in your hand at one time if you want to, but I have arthritis. I broke both my thumbs while we were building 2 different homes because we actually did all the trim work ourselves. And so today is not the best day for me as far as my thumbs hurting me and holding my my bows. If you have any questions, just let me know, okay? Okay, let's just flip this around. And I'll try to match it. Sometimes I like to go a little longer. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is hold this in here. Even with holding it there, it's this thumb that I have the most problem with. So this is not a big deal, but this one really is a pain. And actually, you can get this. Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna put this one on top and hold it in place. Oh, pulled it too tight. I was looking to see if I have any yellow. I don't really have any yellow with me. So we'll just use black. I was going to use a yellow pipe cleaner, but no biggie. Okay, and I'm just doing a double bow. Actually, probably will go up with this. And then I'm just going to tighten it. Just like that. Give it a good twist. And then we'll see how we're going to pull the tail forward. And let's go ahead and dovetail. Again, this is designer's choice, y'all. You can embellish it or use whatever ribbons you want. Okay. And if you want to make your loop smaller, you can. Let me do it this way with the yellow down. There we go. We'll see. And I did kind of make these yellow loops just a little bit longer, but not much. Okay, we're going to find the place that doesn't look so pretty. And this is how I do mine. Okay, you can do it whatever way you want to. You can use wire, but I go right to the place that I put in. And I'm going to take my little awl, okay, and I made a hole right there. And I'm going to go and make a hole just below it. So we have a hole here and a hole here. And I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, and I'm going to stick it through this hole and the other side of the pipe cleaner. Okay? Shift it up. And I'm just going to tie it off. Okay? And you can trim this off. Okay, so now we've got a little hat. I mean a little bow. And again, you can do whatever, you know, if you want to make your tails shorter, you can make your tails shorter. Kind of want to get it this way. So we've got this part here, and you can come back and put a little bit of embellishment here, or you can do like what I'm going to do, which is I'm going to glue this sunflower, and I'm trying to decide if I want to add the leaf. Hey everyone. If you want to, I mean, you could leave it this way. I'm trying to decide. You could add the green leaf or take it away. I think the green leaf kind of adds to it, but it doesn't look terrible that way. So what I'm going to do is actually glue these leaves to the bow. Now, if you had a pretty button or a brooch, you know, I can't talk today. Brooch, you know, that you wanted to add there, that would be pretty. And I could tack it a little bit more. Let's see if that'll hold. If it's not tight enough, you can certainly glue it a little bit more. I'm gonna have to hold that a little bit, and we'll turn it some. You can do all kinds of things. Put feathers in these. If you had a little sign like Robin makes, most of y'all, you should check out Robin's Wreathery. I hope I get that right, Robin. Put it out there for me. She makes the most awesome signs and gift tags, and you know, she designs them. They're just beautiful. And wouldn't that be cute, Robin, if you took one of your gift tags or ornaments and you had a little tag? You know how, like, I hate to say this, Minnie Pearl, but you know how Minnie Pearl used to wear her straw hat with the little tag? You could do something so adorable, like a little sunflower tag, and it could be hanging down. Wouldn't that be adorable? I'm sorry, y'all. I just get these ideas. They pop up my head as they go. And I'm going to do this here. I'm getting low on my glue, so I'm going to have to get me another glue stick. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this. Grab a glue stick. Actually, I have some over here under all my Walmart baggies. Is that the small one or the big one? There we go. Sorry, I'm reaching for glue, y'all. Let's see if I can get enough on there to make it stick. There you go. Hopefully that works. But anyway, I think a beautiful little sunflower would be adorable. Sunflower little tag to hang down from the hat. Wouldn't that be cute? Hopefully that's enough glue. I'm going to turn this around, y'all, so I can see it better. All right, I'm going to hold that in place for a minute. Got some glue stuck to that. Okay. So, since I went with the yellow and you know, buffalo check theme, I think I would pull out my yellow rickrack and go with yellow around the leg, you know, around the here instead of, I think I would go with the yellow maybe instead of the orange, or a combination. It doesn't look bad with the yellow, I mean with the orange. And so here's the hat. So y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all like this project, and if you think I did a good job showing you how you can make your own, and that'll give me some encouragement to keep going and sharing my ideas. So how you would attach this to your wreath is, again, to take your wire, and it's a thin gauge wire. Here we go. This can easily poke through. Now you want to decide whether you want it to go sideways like that or straight up and down. It just depends on how you want to do it. And once you've decided your placement, it doesn't take hardly anything to really actually punch through through this here. See, it goes right through. Okay, and then you hardly notice it at all, and you can pull it as long as you need it. And I would do one on either side, and I'm not going to do that right now. So, and then you would attach it to your wreath in that manner. Okay, so y'all let me know. Give me some hearts or some thumbs up, whichever you, if you like this project. So we're just going to go over it. Here's the hat part, and again, you can make it any choice you want. And then here's the whole body, or not the whole body, but the legs. And then again, we've got that wire. I just kind of move it over, shift it over just a tad. And we got this wire here. There it is. I feel it. Where if you want to, you know, bend it up, you know, that wire is going to help you bend it up in there. And, or if you want to bend it backwards. And again, if you want to permanently close this, I would hot glue it here, and again, let it, and you have to use a good amount. I would clip it and let it dry, you know, let it harden, if you want to permanently close that. And here's a smaller pair. This is a little smaller pair that I got, so you can see it's a little shorter, so you can get them in a variety of sizes. The main things I told you earlier was that these little jeans have elastic in here. You know, you could use that, you know, in another way, but it has 2 buttons sewn in, and if you want 2 buttons on either side, sew another button in the back. It has the loops to use for attaching to your wreath already done for you. And you know, like, I think I got this, I think it was $3 on clearance actually for these little pair, so it's worth it. And I think I paid actually full price for this one, and I had the little thing, it was GAR Animals, G-A-R Animals, and I think full price was like $5.97. So, you know, it's an affordable price. So if you wanted to, you could get some more leaves, like I said. You know, if you really want to dress it up and here, we'll just do it. If you really want to dress it up, you could come back over here and add some leaves. You know, I could go on and on adding stuff, you know. You know, you can make it as much as you want or as little as you want. And again, you can dress up the legs with ribbons, you know, tie them off on the ends, however you want to do that. Oh, okay. Well, let's go back and look. Thank you, Robin. If I can get this up. So Meta, what I stuff the legs with, I gave you two options, but what I do mine with is pretty cheap. It's basically, all it is used Walmart bags. Used Walmart bags. You know, these are the ones that I save. I use in the trash can. You know, some people use them in their trash cans. I use trash can liners in mine, but, and you just take them and stuff them down in the legs. And so it's water resistant. You can use, I would not use batting, because that is usually from cotton, or as far as if you use cotton batting. You know, because if it ever got rain, if you did get rain on it, it would just kind of really soak through and not look too good. And then you could use, I think it's the polyester, you know, you can get $2 pillows from Walmart. I would use a new one, a fresh one, especially if you're making this for a customer. You know, you can spend $2 and you wouldn't even use the whole pillow. You can get a $2 pillow from Walmart that has that kind of polyester filler, which is cheaper than going to the sewing store unless you can get some super duper coupons. I just feel like this is stiffer, and again, it's water resistant, and it just holds its shape longer. Thank you. I do that when I make my witches hats. So when I want to make a witch's hat, you can stuff your witch's hat with the same thing, and if you're gonna hang them outside or put them outside, that is also awesome for witch's hats to use in there. The thing with the witch's hat is that you would need to take some kind of netting. That's what I do. I just take some netting and put underneath and glue it around the brim, inside brim of that witch's hat, and that's what'll hold that plastic in your witch's hat, just FYI. Okay, the wire for the legs, what I did for the leg, and here we'll show you, I'll show you again real quick, and you can watch the replay too. So you can watch the replay on how I did it, but the wire is 18 gauge, it's a cloth wrapped wire. I believe I got this pack at Walmart. I know for sure you can get them at Michael's. So, but it's an 18 gauge and you just need that heavier gauge. But if you want to watch the beginning of the replay, I show you how I attach it, you know, into the jeans. It's real simple. So let's see if we can see any comments. If I missed any. Hello from Missouri. Hello, Sharon. Thank you, Char, for watching from Michigan. And, oh, you're a newbie. Thank you, Teresa. Y'all be sure to follow me now because I've got some really interesting projects coming up. I got one where I've taken a new, I've taken a wreath form and I'm making it into a different type of form. And I don't want to say too much because I'm going to premiere it tomorrow. I may do a live on one of them, and I may do the premiere only on YouTube. So in the comments, you'll see my link to my YouTube channel, and just click on that that link there, and it'll take you there, and you can subscribe and hit that red bell, and you'll be notified when I upload new content. Anyway, let's look at some more. See if we can. Oh, New Orleans! Awesome! That's really cool. Thank you for joining me. And let's see. Oh no problem, Meta. I just kind of started repeating myself, so because I'm still new to lives, and I'm trying not to do so much of that. You know, I'm trying to make it where it's not mumble jumbled with a lot of too much chit chat. I love chatting with everybody, but I can chat a lot, and so I'm trying not to repeat too much for everyone. Oh, thank you, first time, thank you. I love this project too, and I'm going to repeat myself. I told myself I was not going to do that, so, you know, this is actually made for a wreath that I'm making. So as a wreath attachment, let's go back here a little bit. My bag's out of the way. So here's the hat, and I use these bright colors, you know, because I really wanted it to stand out. And again, if you put that little riprap down around the legs, see how much difference? See how much that really pops on that leg? It kind of reminds me of when you put the little riprap around the little girl's jeans, you know, when they, you know, or ribbon, when they got a little high water, as we used to call it. We would add ribbon, you know, ribbon and fabric to the bottom to extend it a little, and they came out so cute. But I have a really old ladder that I put out on my porch, and what I do is I don't want to say attach it, but I put it on my porch, and I put some plants and things, and then I'll put a hat sort of on the side of that ladder. So I kind of do it in different ways. I don't just use it for a wreath attachment. I use it for actual home decor. Excuse me, y'all. Anyway, I need to take a sip of my drink. So you can use it for more than just a wreath. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, thank you, Janie, for joining me. Again, be sure to bless the page, and so that I know that everybody's enjoying these, and that I can get my little projects out there and share them, because y'all, I just absolutely love to do these. And again, run to Dollar Tree, because these Hula Skirts, that's a summer project, and they're getting a summer product, and so they are starting to get rid of that. They won't, you know, they're putting the fall out and everything. So this absolutely works just adorable for the legs, and if you do the arms and all that. And you can also, guys, I've even done this. I have to show you. Yeah. So you can even, so many ideas, y'all. You can even hopefully I'll see you. Oh, I'm back. Sorry. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow, I hope to debut, if everything goes as planned, 3 wreath forms that I'm going to show what you can do with them to make. That's just so hard to describe it without telling it. So anyway, I have put together a type of wreath form that you can make something with, and it's a surprise. So everybody join me, or look, you know, watch the page, because I'll let you know for sure what time I'm going to go on tomorrow and kind of debut that. So I'll probably do one live on Facebook, and then I'll do another one on my YouTube channel. And again, YouTube, the link to that is in the comments. Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.